In this episode, we follow Eugene as he's trying to survive in the Savior hideout. What does the episode hold for the rest of the season? And also just now a point slog? Or just now a fill episode? Let's find out. Let's find out. Story in the 11th episode, one of the entire house down calamity. It's basically kind of centered about what happened, about the event that happened in this mid-season finale. Basically, immediately after discovering Bad Joey's corpse and noticing a missing motorcycle in the parking lot, World Daryl brutally killed Joey in the mid-season finale episode. Freddy panics and runs through the hall to the sanctuary. Then he rises to him to realize that he has escaped. Then he finds a note that Daryl received from Elizabeth and says, "Go now," which I originally thought it was Jesus, but it was not another character we're talking to later. Coincidentally, after unwilling being brought to sanctuary, from the last mid finale, Eugene settles in as he's quickly inspired with several amenities and privileges. And while analyzing the handwriting on the scrap of paper, Dwight sits alone in his room until Sirius barges in and starts to beat him as Eugene, who is back. Watches from the doorway. In prison, Dwight then takes into Daryl's dark cell, which is now his cell, his confronted me, and informs him that Sherry, his ex-wife, ran away, wanting she helped Daryl escape. Oh, really? And Dwight defends Sherry, but then he continues to question where that she described and actually helped him himself. And he's like, Negan orders Dwight to find Sherry and to bring her back, because he's basically one of her wives. Then outside, Eugene is brought before Negan, who grills him about his intentions. Hear this. Eugene falls back on an old lie, which is basically the lie that basically will cause Abraham Rosita to help him. He hit him in season 5. He claims to be a doctor, but he's not really a doctor. He claims that he has multiple PhDs in biochemistry as well as the mutilating and mycology. He also lies about pulling his doctorate and being a member of a 10-person team at the Human Genome Project to weaponize diseases. and Negan actually believes him and taking a liking to him due to his intelligence and willingness to submit to his demands. And an award for Negan offers and allows Eugene in his new apartment, and he spends time with the three of Negan's wives, Tanya, Frankie, and Amber. And then Dwight rides his motorcycle through a dead suburb and parks in front of an abandoned house, which is actually he and Sherry's old home. He then enters and he looks for Sherry in the old home, where they agree to revenants they have got separated. They find a fell remnant with Sherry. I mean that she actually was the one that freed Daryl, not Jesus. She actually was the one that freed Daryl. And apologizes for forcing Dwight into Negan's world. And Dwight's really shaken with emotion. It's not sure how he feels. It shows they kind of has dealt things with Sherry. And at the bottom of Eugene, at the request, Tanya and Frankie ask Eugene to make 2 points of castles and explain that Amber, one of the wives, wanted to commit suicide. Mostly because he couldn't take with being with Negan. Eugene's like, I agree. And he's like, okay, I'll do it. And using the position of power, Eugene cuts in line in the Savior marketplace and orders cold capsules. He then goes back to the apartment and makes the pills. And escorted to the factory floor, where a crack has gathered from the furnace. Eugene watches as Negan accuses Dr. M. Carson for help. His wife apparently told Negan that he was the one that helped Daryl escape no escape in order to arrest Jerry. Frightened, Carson accuses Dwight, again has framed Carson, of lying, but he quickly falls and falsely confesses but Negan confronts him with the iron. As another shown in the previous episode, iron was pretty scary. Nevertheless, Negan, and being anything's gonna be habitual, but nevertheless, Negan, after staring at Eugene, grabs him and throws him headfirst into the film. I was like, and he's basically burned to death. Bye-bye, Carson, we will miss you. And back in Eugene's apartment, forced by Tony and Frankie, Eugene admits that incredibly guesses that he knows the pills are from Negan, not Amber, and refuses to hand them over, and they basically call him a coward. And confronted by Negan, Eugene seemingly treats his former friend by eagerly pledging his allegiance to Negan. I am Negan. I'm Stone Cold Negan. Who seemingly convinced that he has broken him, and Negan's convinced that he has broken him, and Eugene becomes a savior. I'm telling you, and that really does hint a lot in future episodes. It really does. Personally, in my opinion, for this episode, I really don't have any major flaws or nitpicks with this episode. I mean, I can say people may do because this build mean it's just a filler episode or something. It's just a very slow burn episode. But I think that worked for what they were trying to do in this episode. It really did work. First, the best thing about this episode is the character growth and progression of Eugene. Actually, his character has really grown a lot throughout this season. Originally, think he's just a smart dummy guy. Then he found out he's basically just a worse, and he basically lied about everything. Lied about knowing the cure. And he ended up becoming a worse, but becoming a good, strong and capable person. Then he kind of matures a lot throughout the series, especially matures a lot for the series, especially with the Rosine, especially with the Rosine situation. And this episode really proved his growth and a lot of his growth and progression. And has become more mature and he gets more mature and more intriguing character. He has intriguing, but he becomes more intriguing. And I like what they did with his character, and they did kind of hint with Negan, with Eugene maybe turning to the dark side. I mean, I doubt that will actually happen. I'm just saying, I doubt that will actually happen. But they do kind of hint at that. Again, I doubt that will actually happen. But it does kind of leave it a little bit kind of guessing. In a way, at least. And you also get to see Negan back being a badass character. Say what you want about Negan, but I mean, he is a badass character, and Jeffrey Morgan plays him like a boss. In my opinion, at least, this is good that's ruthless and merciful, and insane, and that's what makes his character ruin what. Because in my opinion, probably the best villain The Walking Dead has ever gotten. Yes, even more than God. That probably might be an unpopular opinion, but it's just my opinion, and it's just how I feel. I freaking love Negan. He's just a freaking badass villain. And I hope that sometimes they do explore more like a backstory of why he is who he is. And you see a lot more exploring more involved in the people and the saviors, and more involved in the world, hopefully more involved in Dwight, involved in a couple other characters. Characters down looking saviors. Especially Negan's wives. Nice as well, you get more understanding of them and how they feel, which I really like, appreciate. And then also has a couple of good funny moments, especially when Eugene and Dwight were bonding. Well, those are some pretty funny, good moments actually. Actually, and also interesting was Shay's disappearance, and then you found out she actually let Daryl escape. Because if you watched the 7th episode of the first half, and you thought, oh, I wonder what to know them. It's probably Jesus. So that's what probably everyone thought. That's what I thought, but that Jesus may probably left that note, that blood deal to escape. But now, the more I think about it, the more the Jerry doing kind of does make sense. It really does make sense, actually, now that I think about it. But if you look back at certain episodes, it does make sense. But that was a pretty interesting aspect. And also just makes Dwight blaming Carson, especially his appearance. And his appearance in a crazy moment where he gets thrown into the furnace by Negan. Like, that is insane. I really like what this episode did. And then I can't really see what else they were going to do with this. They're going to do with Eugene turning his outside involving Dwight. And Ian does kind of hint that Dwight and Eugene are bonding a little bit, and Dwight kind of may turn to the good side. I feel he will end up turning to the good side. And it's been hinted a lot, but it's a lot, and there's a chance he definitely will turn to the good side. Now, next episode, it's like it's going to have some more interesting action and some very tense-filled moments from the characters, Rick, Michonne, and all the people. And the moment where and it does have a few glimpses for Rosita that's probably going to cause more trouble and probably become even more likable than she already is right now. And she's probably going to cause more trouble for the group. So that's honestly got me pretty interested in seeing what they're going to do with that. They're going to do with Rosita, because I don't know what she did, because they do kind of hint and impose that Rosita's going to produce something that I feel probably might be a trouble to the group, so it's going to be interesting to see where that goes. World Hostiles and Calamities. The last episode, season 7, so far is, in my opinion, the best episode the second half has to offer. I'm sure it feel like a filler episode, and it went at a very slow pace, but Eugene's character growth, the stuff involving Sherry, involving his wives, Dr. Carson, and stuff, they really have kept me intrigued in this episode from beginning to end. As I can't wait to see what else they go in this episode, in this season. And it's going to be interesting what's going to happen in the next episode. It really is. And later on in the season, is probably going to lead up to a big battle. So that being said, I'm going to give Hostiles and Calamities a 4 out of 4 stars. Well guys, that's my latest episode review of The Walking Dead. If you have seen this episode, would like to know what your thoughts on the episode down below, would really appreciate it. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and truly do appreciate it. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I am Steven World from Steven World Reviews. I'll see you guys next time, and stay cool everybody. Peace.